Some battles aren't just fights, they're cosmic events, where reality itself bends to a character's will. These are the moments where limits shatter, where the impossible becomes routine, and where anime characters don't just power up, they ascend to something beyond comprehension. We're talking about pure God mode moments where characters drop every restriction and show what true unstoppable power looks like. These aren't your average transformations. These are the scenes that redefine what strength means in anime, so buckle up because we're diving into the most legendary God mode. Moments where characters became untouchable forces of nature. We're starting this list with Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate finally getting permission to release all his seals, and what follows is pure apocalyptic chaos. For centuries, this vampire has been holding back, restrained by orders and limitations, but when Integra gives him the command to unleash everything, Alucard doesn't just transform, he becomes a walking nightmare. The seals break one by one, and with each release, his power grows exponentially. What makes this God mode moment so terrifying is the sheer scale of it. Every soul Alucard has ever consumed over hundreds of years comes flooding back as an undead army behind him, millions of restrained souls turned into his personal apocalypse. This isn't a power-up, this is Alucard showing what true immortal horror looks like when the chains finally come off.
I think it's worth noting that this is the first time he's ever followed my orders without any access. It's simultaneously satisfying and disappointing.
Send in the reinforcements! Send in the Mexican Inquisition! They expected us! They expected all of us! Dios mío! Send in the Salvation Army!
Number 9, we have Shinmen Benimaru from Fire Force casually, demonstrating why he's called the strongest. Fire Force Captain A-Demon. Infernal shows up powerful enough to overwhelm multiple fire soldiers, and everyone's struggling to even damage this thing, but then Benimaru steps into the fight, and the entire atmosphere changes. He doesn't power up, doesn't charge energy, doesn't even look concerned, he just moves, and the demon, Infernal, that was dominating seconds ago gets absolutely dismantled. What makes this God mode moment so cold is how effortless it is. Benimaru from Fire Force treats this apocalyptic threat like it's a warm-up exercise. His flames aren't just hot, they're precise, controlled, and overwhelmingly powerful. Every attack he throws lands with devastating effect. While he casually explains the gap between a strong fighter and someone who's truly transcendent, the demon tries everything, throws its most powerful attacks, and Benimaru just walks through them.
Just needed a little more space. Thanks for coming along. This should be high enough, I think.
Coming in at number 8 is Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan, going absolutely berserk on Zeke, and this moment is pure, concentrated fury. After Zeke transforms all of Levi's squad members into Titans, forcing Levi to kill his own comrades with his own hands. Something inside humanity's strongest soldier fundamentally breaks, but instead of shutting down, Levi channels all that rage, grief, and pain into becoming an unstoppable force of vengeance. What follows is one of the most one-sided beatdowns in Attack on Titan history. Levi doesn't just fight Zeke, he hunts him. The Beast Titan, who moments ago seemed confident and in control, suddenly realizes he's facing something beyond human. The God mode activates when Levi's ODM gear becomes a blur of motion so fast that even Zeke's throwing accuracy and Titan strength mean absolutely nothing. His movements.
Is this Levi? My name! What the? I can't see! Did he take out my eyes? My legs! What's wrong? Not enjoying yourself so much anymore?
At number 7, we have Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen, and his ascension into godhood is a moment JJK fans will never forget. Toji just killed Gojo, left him dead, and walked away confident. Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't stay dead. He comes back. And he comes back different. The near-death experience unlocked something fundamental in him as he finally understands the true nature of cursed energy and his own limitless technique. What makes this God mode moment so cold is how casual Gojo Satoru is about his own rebirth. He's not angry, not vengeful, just enlightened. Reversed curse technique keeps him alive while he masters techniques that should be impossible. Toji, who dominated the entire fight, realizes way too late that he's now facing something beyond human.
Clan, weren't you? That's why you know so much about the limitless technique. Only a scant few actually know about this. imaginary technique. Hollow. Purple.
To number 6, we have Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins revealing his true power as the One, and this moment redefines what overwhelming strength looks like. All series long, Escanor has been this meek apologetic guy at night. But when the sun rises, his power grows, and at high noon, he reaches his ultimate form. The One, for exactly 1 minute, Escanor becomes the embodiment of invincibility and pride itself. What makes this God mode moment so incredible is watching someone who was considered weak transform into the most powerful being on the battlefield. When Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins activates the One against Esterasa, a demon of the Ten Commandments, the entire atmosphere changes. Esterasa, who had been dominating the Sins, casually deflecting their strongest attacks, suddenly faces something he can't comprehend. The animation shows Escanor's body radiating, this overwhelming golden aura that makes everyone, including all eyes, step back in awe. His sacred treasure, Rita the Divine, axe glows with heat that distorts the air around it, and his presence alone makes the ground crack beneath him.
Então, esse é você de verdade? Agora, como favor especial, vou deixar você escolher: fugir ou morrer.
Alright, we're about to enter the top 5, and trust me, these next God mode moments are on another level completely. But before we get there, show some love, hit that like button, drop a subscribe, and tell me in the comments which anime you want to see more. Breakdowns on your support keeps this channel going, and I read every single comment. Now let's dive into. Number 5, we have Ichigo from Bleach activating his Vasto Lord Hollow form, and this is what true primal power unleashed looks like. During his fight with Ulquiorra and Hukomundo, Ichigo gets completely destroyed. His body is pierced, his heart is literally destroyed, and he's left dying on the ground. But then something inside him awakens something that's been lurking beneath the surface, his inner. Hollow takes complete control. What makes this God mode moment so terrifying is that it's not Ichigo's will anymore. This is the raw, instinctive power of his hollow side that Ichigo from Bleach has been suppressing his entire journey, unleashed without restraint or humanity. The transformation is horrifying as his hollow mask spreads across his entire body, creating this skeletal demonic form with long horns and a tail. His spiritual pressure becomes so overwhelming, it distorts the air around him, and even Ulquiorra, who's been calm and dismissive the entire fight, shows genuine fear. Coming in at number 4 is Sung Jin-Woo from Solo, leveling facing the Ant King on Jeju Island, and this fight proves exactly why Jin-Woo earned the title. Shadow Monarch, the Ant King, is a massive S-rank monster who's been terrorizing Korea for years, slaughtering elite hunters and ruling Jeju Island with an iron fist. He's confident, arrogant, and genuinely believes no human could possibly threaten his reign. But Sung Jin-Woo from Solo leveling walks onto that island and makes it clear from the first exchange this isn't a battle, it's an extermination. What makes this God mode moment so cold is Jin-Woo's complete dominance. The Ant King throws everything he has, raw physical power, devastating attacks his entire ant army, and Jin-Woo just walks through it all like it's nothing. The animation shows him moving with supernatural speed, his daggers flashing in the darkness as he systematically dismantles the creature that Korea's best hunters couldn't even scratch. This is an effort for Sung Jin-Woo from Solo leveling. This is a demonstration. His shadow soldiers swarm the battlefield, creating this oppressive atmosphere of purple and black energy, while Jin-Woo maintains this calm, almost bored expression. The Ante King realizes too late that he's not fighting a hunter he's facing the Shadow Monarch, someone operating on a completely different level. At number 3, we have Chairman Netero from Hunter x Hunter unleashing the Guanyin Bodhisattva against Mirum, and this fight is a masterclass in God Mode activation. Netero is the strongest human hunter, the chairman of the Hunter Association, but Mirum is the Chimera Ant King, a creature that transcends human limits. So Netero from Hunter X. Hunter does what he trained his entire life, for he activates the 100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva and shows what decades of perfecting a single technique. Looks like the golden statue appears behind him, and suddenly Netero isn't just fast, he's operating at speeds that even Mirum struggles to counter. What makes this God Mode moment so impactful is that Chairman Netero from Hunter x Hunter knows he can't win, but he fights anyway with everything he's perfected. The Bodhisattva's hands move in combinations too fast to follow each strike, carrying the weight of a lifetime of training. The animation shows this perfect golden form executing thousands of attacks with precision that borders on the divine. Two, we have Saitama from One Punch Man stopping Burroughs' planet-destroying attack, and this moment defines what absolute power looks like. Burroughs is the dominator of the universe, who traveled across space searching for a worthy opponent. He unleashes collapsing star roaring cannon, an attack that will destroy the Earth, and Burroughs is confident this is his ultimate move. But Saitama from One Punch Man just says serious punch. And everything Burroughs believed gets shattered. What makes this God Mode moment so devastating is the disparity. The attack that would end a planet gets countered so casually that Burroughs realizes in his final moments that Saitama was never trying. The animation shows the serious punch creating a shockwave that not only stops the planet-destroying beam, but parts the clouds across the entire planet in a perfectly straight line. The visual of Earth's atmosphere being split by the sheer force is insane, but the real God Mode aspect is Saitama from One Punch Man's face. He's not excited, not challenged, just disappointed that even this wasn't enough to give him a real fight.
強いな。このボロスと互角に戦える者はお前が初めてだ。残らん。
And at number 1, the ultimate God Mode moment is Mob from Mob Psycho 100 hitting 100%. Courage activation against Toichiro, and this is what peak psychic power combined with pure human will looks like. Toichiro has been absorbing energy for years, building up to godlike levels of power, and he's demolishing everyone, but Mob from Mob Psycho 100 doesn't need to absorb energy, doesn't need tricks when he hits 100%. Courage and decides to actually fight the entire tone shifts what makes this. The number 1 God Mode moment is how it combines overwhelming power with genuine emotion. Mob isn't fighting because he's angry or because he wants to win. He's fighting because he finally accepts that sometimes force is necessary, and when Mob from Mob Psycho 100 accepts that his power becomes absolute. The animation from Studio Bones goes beyond incredible with psychic energy filling the screen in impossible patterns. Reality bends, buildings crumble, and the sheer visual spectacle of two espers at this level clashing creates sequences that look like abstract art. Toichiro throws everything, his accumulated power, his experience, his will to dominate, and Mob just overwhelms it all, and... That's the list, the most legendary God Mode. Moments where anime characters transcended human limits and became something else. Characters' true power isn't about what they've trained or what they've learned. It's about what happens when they finally stop holding back, which God Mode transformation. Had you the most hyped, leave your favorite in the comments because I genuinely want to know which moment hit different for you. And if you felt the energy of this breakdown, hit that like button and smash subscribe because we've got more anime content coming your way, deep dives, breakdowns, and all the hype moments you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, Asterisk.